the BPR plus SFP indicator in the ICT style, which is offered for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on the chart. Traders can also study this page to understand how the indicator works and operates. From the Navigator section, we select the indicator file, and by dragging the file onto the chart, we execute the indicator. Just make sure to activate the Allow DLL Imports option from the Command section, and then click on Confirm. With the indicator placed on the chart, it begins to search and draw BPR and SFV swing failure pattern zones on the price chart. B zones are zones formed by two OBs. For example, here we were in an upward trend. An upward OB was formed here for us, and upon the price's return, a downward OB was also formed in this section for us. The intersection of the first OB and the second OB identifies the BPR zone for us. Swing failure patterns result from incomplete breakouts and price reversals from a significant level. For example, here we had a BPR, the price moved downward, and then moved upward again. After that, we see it went above the BPR level and then returned downward. The next candle is our confirmation candle, which, if the price returns from a significant level, issues a signal for us. Another example, if we are to break from an upward trend, for instance, in this section, a BPR zone has been identified for us with the price moving downward and then returning to its zone again, simplifying a signal for us, and a swing failure pattern has formed here in the settings section. In the input section, there are options available for us where you can choose the display settings in the first part, the theme settings or the custom template of the indicator, which has three modes: dark theme, light theme, and auto theme. By selecting the dark theme option, a dark template is applied to the chart. By selecting the light theme option, a light template is applied to the chart, a template that is placed on the chart. With the auto option, only the color of the candles changes, with bullish candles turning light green and bearish candles turning light red. In the next section, you can select the general settings of the indicator. You can choose the number of candles for identifying and displaying BPR and SFP zones in this section. In the next section, you can set the object prefix so it doesn't mix with other indicators, and you can choose the separation and change its name in this section. In the next section, you can select the SFB mode, whether it is based on the shadow, with the closing price, or with both, meaning with the shadow and with the body. If it breaks a range and returns to its range, it is identified as a swing failure pattern, which is set to shadow mode by default. In the next section, you can enable or disable the display of BPR, which is enabled by default. For example, I have disabled it here, and you can see that the BPR ranges are not displayed to me. In the next section, you can also enable or disable the display of swing failure patterns. Here it does not display the swing failure patterns for me, but it does display the BPRs. And in the last section, I select the dark template and then click Confirm, which changed the theme of my chart to a dark color. It has identified the BPR zones for me along with the swing failure pattern signal. Well, friends, we have reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We would be happy if you share your opinions and suggestions with us in the comments section.